It's not safe. She may get
She eats the
poison.
soil.
She may get poison.
Okay, Lily. Sit. Yes. Good.
So
Can you
when,
stand? Yes, stand.
She sits
Okay, so
all the time.
when she's doing something that you don't like, that you object to, you want to interrupt what she's doing and then give her something else to do that you do like, okay?
Yeah, like I tried distracting her with a toy, like throwing one of her favorite toys around.
And
Just like-
that wasn't quite the favorite toy you thought it was.
Like I tried like all the toys that we have here, and
I
she still
realize.
went back to the
So
swim.
yeah, so obviously we do something wrong. So we don't know how to say no to her.
Okay. Well,
Because
no is an important word, so is yes, okay? But the first change we're gonna make is all the toys you have around here, those are not her toys, those are your toys that you allow her to play with, okay? And the only time she sees them is when you're around and you wanna play, not that we leave them around on the floor. Familiarity breeds contempt. So if you're around all the time, she always has access to them, okay?
So we have to put them away.
Yeah, okay. She might, a bone, something to chew on, we brought her something to chew, but something to chew on so she's not looking to dig in your couch, and we'll get to that stuff too. I like teaching dogs how to problem solve so that when she comes up against something, she figures her way through it. Has good and bad things, we'll see how your household runs, and then we'll see how good a problem solver we need to make or we should make her, because sometimes they get pretty creative. Once she begins, as we go through this process, once she begins to learn how to learn, it's like taking a kid to the library, okay? You teach them the alphabet song, you show them how those letters from that song go together to form words, those words form sentences, those sentences form paragraphs, and guess what? A lot of cool paragraphs. Go read me what I taught you, okay? Once they learn how to learn, they decide that they love learning, and that's what we're looking to get. I think we can get that up pretty quickly. You see, hey, Lily, yeah, can you sit? Can you wait? To be doing what you need to do. It's like this. It's a necklace, okay? It's just a piece of jewelry.
Yeah.
All right. She's right here like this. Where do you walk? Show me where you're keeping her here. Except now when you go to sleep, she's up in
Well,
the
it's not that we keep her there. She's everywhere.
So who controls pressure one more time?
Okay.
She controls.
Right, okay? So, if my dog, she doesn't like that pressure? You're right, that's exactly why it works. So, we want to teach her that whenever she feels this, it's because she's in the wrong place. And when you get in the right place, all you feel is this. It's just a necklace, it's just jewelry, okay?
Yeah.
And that's something that when we're clear about what we're teaching her, what we want her to understand, okay? She'll get very quickly, because one is pleasant and one is less pleasant. Hey. Yeah, very good. Very good. At the moment, words don't have that much meaning to her, and she's probably heard no. So a lot of times when I come into somebody's house, particularly at the beginning, the dog thinks its name is no, because that's the word that's the word that is heard most often, okay? So a lot of times I have to get creative with finding new words for the same old command, because they've heard no so many times that it has no meaning to them anymore.
Paying attention.
Yeah, we call that command has been poisoned, okay? So instead of no, I like to use the word note, and just because no, and you guys talking amongst yourselves, no would come up in the conversation pretty often. I'm on the phone, I'm talking to my friend, she hears the word no a lot, okay? Nope, not so much, okay? Here, sit. Very good. Okay, go get it. Lily, yeah. Good. Sit. Nope. Yes. And then what changed was my countenance, my body language. I went from here, simply to here. Everything else was pretty much the same. Realized the way they're wired, is they're watching you all the time. They're reading your body. Their way to communicate is body language. So she's watching you all the time, and she's cueing off your body language. So one of the things that's hard to do, particularly when she's not yet out completely, is that it's hard for me to be neutral, particularly when it's the third mess of the day that I'm cleaning up, all right? So that the dog doesn't see you cleaning up what she left,
Yeah.
all right? It gives them a lot of power to do that, like, watch this, let me see and show you what I can do with my two-legged slave, okay?
So we are not, it's better to get her out in certain hours, not all the time.
The same hours, the same schedule all the time. We're gonna log who does it, who takes her out, what time she went out, what time she came in, and each thing here, by this sheet down here, okay, is assigned a number.
Okay, should we follow some schedule, or that back to the question? Should we let her go out when she sits there and shows that she wants to pee?
No, we're gonna avoid that by putting her out on our schedule, okay? And the way we're gonna get to our schedule is we're gonna give her more walks in the course of a day than she needs, okay? And then over the course of 4 or 5 days or so, we'll see which of those walks, not all of them are gonna be productive, which of those walks have been productive, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll eliminate the ones where she's not productive, so that we know when we take her out, these are the,
Okay.
the data that this will show you after a couple of days. You have one of these for every day, okay? And after a few days, when I go over the data with you, we'll figure out the rhythms that her body runs on. We control what goes in, and when we control what comes out, and when, okay? So she's fed at specific times, same time every day, same measured amount. Particularly with her, she could probably get too heavy very quickly.
Yeah.
And what are you laughing? You're laughing. Well, you realize the pounds come on very, very easily. Once they're no longer an ideal weight, it becomes a full-time project to get them back to a good, useful, healthy weight. So the best way to do that is to feed them a measured amount. The amount is determined by how many calories they're burning off during the day. You'll know if they're putting on weight, they're getting more food than they're burning off. All right? So a measured amount every day, same amount of food in, same amount of food out. We're never going to leave food down. You're going to put food in her bowl, put the bowl down, it stays down 5 to 7 minutes. If she doesn't finish it by then, you can pick it up, put it on top of the refrigerator. She can have it again for dinner. How many meals is she getting now?
2.
2. Okay, that's fine. All right. She's a year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
but you know, I always do this. So 1 cup once a day. I mean, 1 cup one time, 1 cup at night.
okay. So that's what
Yeah,
you
I
do.
have this.
All right. So that's fine. And put it down. It can stay. We don't want to turn her into this. Okay. You both your cats look the same. This one just has 2 eyes.
Yeah, that's the other.
That's major.
Let the
Which one,
dog
the brand?
Personally, I find those temptation streaks very useful. And around here, you got a lot of temptations with cat food. The biggest difference between cat food and dog food is cat food smells better. Okay, so it's pretty easy to get a dog into it. In terms of ingredients, dog food doesn't have taurine like cat food does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So why do they don't put taurine in the dog food?
dog doesn't need it to the same extent that a cat does.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so most dogs find that cat food tastes better. The reason I use
She does.
temptation is one, it's available pretty much everywhere. Okay, so on your
Yeah, it's here.
oh, do you say this?
Yeah, I made the picture.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You print one sheet out for every day, and you'll fill out who's doing the
Yes.
walking, what time you went out, what time you came in, and you don't need to spend a lot of time.
Sit.
3 minutes, 5 minutes is enough time for me for a walk. We want her to understand that she's going out there to get empty. She's not going out there to have some air. Okay? By getting empty quickly, we want her, how we're gonna pay her for that is then it's playtime. The reason it's called the housebreaking triangle is very simple. One leg of the triangle is in her crate. The second leg of her triangle is out of her potty spot. The third leg of her triangle could be right here with you. Fun and games, because she went out, we know she's empty. She's not gonna get herself into trouble. She's not gonna make a mess or have an accident. And we call them accidents, but it's really not an accident. It's really a planned, expected event. Well, if I go to bed at 11, like 9:30 could be her last time that she has water in there.
Okay, got it.
Okay. We don't want her thirsty, but we don't want her to have to challenge her bladder.
Right.
In the course of the evening, right? And 4 or 5 days worth of data on here. Or let me be able to go through it, juggle it around and see the rhythms that her body is running on, and then we can adjust everything so that makes life easy for her and life easy for you. So you're not running her outside for walks that are unproductive, and she's not going out. She's not sitting here with her legs crossed, and you're not running her back and forth for no reason.
Yeah, no, I mean this one.
Well,
It's too big.
it's too big.
Oh, it's too big.
And here's why. We don't want to give her a space where she could use one end for a bathroom and the other end for a bedroom, because she'll take advantage of that, and that's what she'll do, okay? A crate, for housebreaking purposes, is big enough for her to stand, big enough for her to turn around.
So she can use the deeper.
Okay, and I don't mind the backyard, but taking us in the backyard now doesn't teach her anything, okay? It teaches her that it keeps your house clean. It doesn't make her any better at becoming a house-walking dog. So we walk up here, we'll find a spot that's good for you to take her out and use that as a potty spot. All dogs are usually on a long leash, and just for what you just mentioned, okay? We're teaching her to be clever with her feet, okay? So that she's not getting tangled in anything. So if I don't give her that opportunity, if I don't give her that opportunity, okay, she never learns to be clever with her feet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Body awareness, knowing where your body, parts of your body is in space. Really, her eyes are in the front. She doesn't see back here, and she doesn't really notice. She just notice. She'll notice when she's in trouble or not in trouble. On average, everyday kind of stuff, she doesn't think about her back end. We want her to think about where she is in space. In terms of being a service dog, we have her out and she's got public access. So I want her to know that her back end is out of the way under a chair or front up inside where you're sitting down to eat a meal. Okay? If she's under your chair, there's not a part hanging out that a waitress coming by can walk out and step on. So then she gets to find herself, I don't like going out to eat anymore. Before that, I love going out. Can you see? Yeah. She wants to learn. She's getting that pretty quickly. I think if you're consistent with your housebreaking, in terms of keeping her on the schedule, not letting her bully you around, okay? You train her instead of her training you.
Yeah,
all
looks
right?
like opposite.
Realize that they can be very manipulative.
Yeah,
right?
they are.
And
I can tell.
you don't realize that the reason I know they're good manipulators is like any good manipulator, you don't realize that you're being manipulated until after you've already been manipulated. So don't let her manipulate you. Bring her out to that spot so you can be bigger up front. That's on your side of that tree, okay? So if she comes out of here and nothing there, bring her here, give her a chance. You don't like grass today? Here's grab, okay? You don't get anything out of her? This way, lady, come.
This way, if we let her go in the backyard,
She's never gonna learn the skill, okay? Just get it under her belt, okay, into her head, all right? Firmly fixed so it's useful to you and to her. And then, I want to use the backyard, cold, it's raining, whatever, I get it, okay? And your
but
backyard is
also
fine.
with leash or not? Have to let her backyard loose?
I'd still be able. She's not. When this one wears out, I'm happy to get you another one, okay? I would love to see this one wear out because that tells me that you're using it, right? To me, it's just, you always have a way to communicate what you need or want from your dog at any time that you either want it. Okay? I can very quickly, wherever she is, jump in, interrupt it, but what I want you to do is I want you to understand, okay?
And give her the
She
information.
needs to learn that she's the one that controls how much pressure and if there's any pressure at all. Most of the time, I'm hoping you're going to be right, and there's absolutely no pressure. No pressure from my arm, no pressure from the leaf, and no pressure from the collar. Okay? Whenever she feels pressure, okay, she's the one that can turn it off instantly. How do I turn it off? I'm right here, just waiting. Looking up, really. Okay? Yeah, looking up and waiting for what's going to happen next. This way, come. Good girl. Good girl. I just threw up a little past your house.
No left, no right. Just рядом.
She's pretty good.
Yeah, that's called alcohol. That's called alcohol. Okay, release. And you can use that command when they come out. You can sit like that. Okay. Okay, release. Go get empty. Give her 3 minutes, 5 minutes at the most.
And then go for walk.
Nothing happens.
Put her to crate.
If something happens, go for a walk out front, okay? Have food with you, have a toy in your pocket, okay? Then
After it happens.
after it happens,
Yeah.
okay? That's what, going out and getting empty here is what makes the party start, right? If she doesn't get empty, she goes back into the crate and give her 5 minutes, 10 minutes. As you go through the data on the sheet, we'll learn how long to leave her back in there before we bring her out again. You might have to bring her out 3 times, 5 times, however many times it takes. So you come out your door, come out to the spot, same spot all the time, get empty. When she gets empty, we throw her a party. When she doesn't, one of the mistakes people make, the door will come out and get empty, and then I want to drag the door right back in there. So what happens is the dog learns, if I get empty, they take me back inside. What's the benefit to that? Okay, so...
But she wants to get inside.
Okay, but a lot of dogs would rather
doesn't
be
want to be
outside on a nice
outside.
Yeah,
day.
it depends. Yeah, sometimes she goes right back in, but sometimes she wants to run.
Yeah, she wants to go
so
home.
if she gets the message, if she comes out here and gets empty, she goes right back in the house, okay? She decides that, it's a nice day out, I'd like to stay out for a while, I'm going to wait, I'll go around back and forth, and not get empty.
Okay, that she decides at that point.
We
Yeah,
want the two of you guys, two-legged decision, not four-legged decision.
Yeah, what to do after she empties.
Right. You pull out a toy, food, okay? You're gonna, when she gets empty quick, okay, we'll know that's what we wanted, okay? Get that, yeah. You can always do this. I might not always have food. I might not always have this. Okay? I might not always have food, but I always have my fingers. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Good kid. You did better. You did better. You did better. Look at your face. Okay, and you can also make me a list. The things that she does, just ordinary things that make you laugh, okay? Make me a list and we'll put it on cue.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Hey, come on, you can even talk. Come you. Come on. Ready? Are you ready? Come on.